Hey folks, welcome back to Total War Rome 2. We are continuing our Carthage Let's Play. We've just conquered Sissus. We're trying to get the public order sorted out there because I was dumb and built a farm instead of any type of temple. And we're trying to begin moving against the Aravaci because they looked at me funny. But no, seriously, we're trying to secure the Italian peninsula, or not Italian, Spanish peninsula, so that we don't have to worry about them invading into Africa through this route while we're up fighting Rome over here. So we're going to take on the Aravaci, and they're allied, unfortunately, with the Vacae, or Vacii, I don't know how to pronounce them. And so we're going to have to take on two people at once, but it's just how it goes, you know? We may be able to improve our diplomatic relations by doing that with the Carpetani. And we may at least be able to get trade because we already have a pretty decent attitude with them. But if I remember correctly, yeah, we've already moved this. We've already moved Hannibal. We're kind of waiting on the Romans because they are thinking about making a move somewhere. I need to keep an eye on them. As a matter of fact, I'm constructing a barracks at Hippio Regius, so that should keep them back, so we can go back to Isle and allow us to defend that if they try to attack there. If they try to go further south, we'll have more problems, but that's not a problem. Let's not create problems for ourselves. Okay, let's go ahead and send this agent to help out in scouting in the Aravaci territory. Sucking on an ice cube right now, so sorry if that sounds weird. Okay, I think all that's left is to end the turn. Their agent's going to take an action against us. Yeah, it's going to succeed. That's unfortunate. The Massili want us to pay for them to be able to travel through our lands, and that is simply unacceptable. The Turdetani are going to war against the Oratani. Dang. They're both my client state. I'm going to decline. That's aggravating. Military disruption. So we've lost our client state, maybe? That's what it looks like. Yep. That is unfortunate. Oh well. So let's go ahead and keep on keeping on. See how the Aravaci are doing. Okay, so the Romans are definitely moving further south. Or west, I mean. We're gonna move my army there.
At your command.
And that army will be okay where it's at for now. In Hippo Regius, I think that we have gotten the garrison as high. Well, we've gotten it as high as we can, regardless, because we can't upgrade this any further because of reasons. Technology. Okay, so the only thing that leaves that might improve garrison here is the navy. And I do think I'm going to do something with that. Libyan hoplites. Those are some pretty weak units. But they're going to be better for us than just having a bunch of missile troops. So let's go ahead and build that there. In Isle, let's go ahead and build a harbor. That's going to use all of our income this turn, but I mean, we're not really recruiting right now because we're not in a position where we have to. So let's just keep on moving up. It's probably going to be winter next turn, which means we may have to camp out here, which is okay. As for technology, let's get that punicization which means that we get less upkeep for all armies. It's only 3%, but every little bit helps, you know? Sissus is starting to improve on public order, which is great. So we can go ahead and end the turn again. Peace negotiated between the Carpatani and the Turdetani. Gotcha. Mission failed. I don't really care. War declared. And construction complete. Gathering place. That should be, yep, down here. Increases public order and wealth. Let's go ahead and throw in a gymnasia there. And we can't upgrade this winemaker any further because of the fact that we don't have the technology again. That's going to be the big thing hindering us. Yep, Turdetani motivated populace. Let's keep our agent moving up.
My lord, setting forth, my lord.
And
We fight for you, my
we're gonna go ahead and do some trespassing. So there is an army here. I'm gonna see if, since I'm trespassing and not at war with them, if they won't run away from me yet.
completed.
If they won't, because those are two different armies, if they won't, I can take this one out and then head on to this one. And then that'll allow me to go up to Numantia and not have to worry about them too much. Okay, in Saguntum, I do need to do some upgrades because this is the province that we conquered immediately before the campaign starts, meaning that it's not upgraded, like, at all. So what is the difference between this? Commerce, all sources, and let's get a civil settlement. And that will help out with public order and all that. Wait, does this also provide us wine since we're making a wine market? That's unfortunate. You should be. So, I understand why Rome did, or why Creative Assembly did this with the different settlement types, being the vineyard, the glassblower, stuff like that. But if you do have a building like a winemaker or whatever, I think you should be able to go ahead and have that resource in that town because you dedicated a building slot and it feels like you should be able to get it. I understand it's not what the town specializes in, but maybe just not making as much of that resource. I don't know. All right. So, what next? What next? Oh, you want me to forge a military or defensive alliance with them? I'm sorry, what?
I am sure you have many pleasantries for me, but please don't bother. Talk of meat, not honey.
How are you wanting me to do that? That nonsense. Non-aggression pact and trade agreement. But they aren't interested in any of that. Nah, we're just gonna conquer them. End the term. Rampant piracy. Pirates have taken control of the oceans. No coastal settlement is safe. Only madmen take to the waves unarmed. Unseasonal conditions. Trait gained. Lax. Really? Really? That's annoying. But we are to a point where we can kind of... Oh, did they take out that army for us? So that's great.
My journey begins.
Looks like it's a possibility, but it doesn't look like... I can't really tell what happened. That may be the same army up there. Yeah, it is. They just forced march back to the settlement. Okay. Well, let me see something here. The Aravaci are at war with the Carpatani. They're getting ready to attack their settlement. I am going to move against the Aravaci and see if I can't either take that settlement immediately after they take it, or keep them from taking that settlement. What to do on construction? Okay, so harbors are the best for income, so I'm going to go ahead and keep building that there. In Tingus and Engades, there's not really much I can do until I get some more civil technology, which is probably what I should focus on next. Carthage and Hadromentum, pretty much the same. I can save some money and upgrade. My gosh, I keep having hiccups. Upgrade Hadromentum's main settlement type, but that's going to take some time and, like I said, some money, so can't do that right now. Same thing in Sissus. I need to upgrade the settlement type and the ports. Alright, but we're getting ready to attack the Aravachi army, which will be our first real battle. We've had a battle already against Sissus, but this will be our first battle with an army similar in stature to ours. So let's go ahead and end the turn. Let's do pirate hunting. And then we got a harbor, an isle, and a shipwright in Hippo Regius. Which now means that both those are either contributing or have a very good garrison defending them. Said very good. Pretty decent. Okay. So the Aravachi have decided to take a raiding stance. Now then, am I right that the raiding stance actually weakens them? And it just decreases their campaign movement speed. Okay, well, we'll do it this way then. Let's go ahead and attack. Declare war. I am not calling my allies to help. Let's see if they stay for the fight. They're going to. Alright. Who's ready for a battle? They outnumber us pretty heavily, but again, we have cavalry, and cavalry can do worlds of damage against a lot of their troops, even their spearmen. They're just lightly armored. They're not built to really take heavy cavalry charges. So that's going to be kind of the tactic, is to use our hoplites to hold, use our cavalry to do the rest of the damage. Okay. So, unlike last time, where I think that I thought that I should not use the hoplite formation, I think I'm going to this time. Because even though it does cause some problems for me overall, I think that it'll be more useful to have it than to not. Because we're trying to specifically hold in this situation. We're not trying to just beat them outright with our hoplites. Now then, our cavalry will be on the opposite end of the map. The ballista is going to be what drags them in for the fight. Peltasts are going to be in a group, ready to retreat. And our general is going to be heading down here. Our other elephant units up here. And that should be a pretty good formation. Let's go ahead and put you into flammable round.
We shall test ourselves against these filthy barbarians, and we shall not be found wanting. Cut down their leaders, and the rest will flee. Draw your weapons.
Okay, are they moving towards us? It's hard to tell. They're hardly moving at all. Oh, we're hidden. That makes sense. Yep. Let's go ahead and get on the top of this hill so that they can see us better. Play. Okay, Ballista, let's go ahead and have you start firing. General, let's get you out of the range of the ballista. We do not want a stray fireball smacking our general in the head. Alright, and then let's go ahead and move you up to the crest of the hill. Looks like we need to shift our lines a little bit. Not a huge deal. We'll go ahead and place a sword unit over here to help out with that. You didn't get a single kill. Wait, really? Really, man? There we go. We'll take 3 kills. Okay. Let's go ahead and after 1 volley, retreat those units. And let's go ahead and retreat you right now. Or you can just kind of leisurely stroll back.
Missiles.
Okay, now then the problem with having shifted this formation is that they're immediately going to be able to flank that unit and split our lines in half, which is a problem. Let's go ahead and get our elephants down here to help out with the fight. Now then the good thing about this is our skirmishers can do a pretty decent job covering them until we can adjust more properly. Swordsmen, everyone should be doing pretty good right now. Yeah, our Libyan swords are doing pretty decent. Let's move our skirmishers around to try and hit them on the flanks. Cavalry, charge theirs. We do not want them getting to our rear or anything like that. I think we should be able to take them on pretty well. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty easy fight. Ballista, halt, fire. Go ahead and charge into the skirmishers, and you charge into the rear. Their cavalry is wavering. They should be breaking any time now.
Cavalry!
About to charge into the rear of their general. Let's go ahead and move you to the side. Let's go ahead and also have you charge into those slingers.
Javelin men! Melee cavalry at your command!
And there goes the slingers. Let's keep having you go after it.
One of our
I want to
units
make
has used all its
sure
ammunition.
that our general does not be impaled fast. Okay, so you've used all your ammo, that's fine. Or we don't want to make sure our elephants don't go into a berserk and kill our cavalry. Okay, all of
One of
the
our units has used all its
skirmishers are
ammunition.
down. Just charge the rear now. Hammer and anvil. There we go. That did it. Let's have our elephants chase some of them down. And that's gonna have it. Just like we wrote it up. Let's continue. Let's go ahead and chase these guys down.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Whew, those elephants did amazing. Let's just hold off on them moving anymore because they can run over our own troops. Speaking of which, General is just firing as a skirmisher unit. That's fine. Or cavalry, keep chasing them down. We don't need you stopping. Just need the elephants stopping. Yeah, just keep on hunting them.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Press advice, please. That's getting really annoying. I mean, that went really well. Despite a few hiccups with this corner here, overall, I don't think it could have gone a lot better than it did. 98 kills on them, 38 here, 62 here. The most wounded unit is surprisingly this one, which I don't see how it happened unless it was just a bunch of skirmisher fire, which seems likely. Yeah, cavalry is just doing what they do best. We're going to have a lot of people escape. Let's just go ahead and quit this battle. They lost 1,700 men. We lost 300. They're not going to be able to pose a threat to us now. We can chase them down this turn, I think. Okay, let's go ahead and release these captives.
On the move, my lord.
And then let's go ahead and just auto-resolve this. And let's actually enslave those captives.
Waiting for more orders.
Hannibal increased in rank, which is good.
Power before our might.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's give him more diplomacy for all factions. Okay, so that got us up to 5,000 income, which is great. I mean, don't know how you really improve upon that this early on. So let's go ahead and begin upgrading our settlement in Hadriantum. There's not really much we can upgrade as of right now. We can go ahead and get a harbor here, I suppose, which will help out with the income a little bit. But then we hopefully can move up to Numantia and Palantia and take those provinces, maybe even up here if the Vaki, whatever there are further up. But yeah, that was a pretty easy battle. I don't think that could have gone a whole lot better. Now then, the Romans are doing Roman things, and I don't like that. The Romans need to stop doing Roman things. They have a army of 10 units here. I don't know that we can fight that with what we've got. I'm hoping we can. But if they decided to attack Abbasim, we may just have to concede it until we can get another force down there, but we'll have to see. Let's end the turn for now. Yeah, okay, fine. Infantry recruitment. Alright, well that changes things a little bit. So, we need to start recruiting ASAP. Dang, that's unfortunate. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's go ahead and start recruiting some hoplites here. We may have to try and take an aggressive stance against these guys. There's only one province of theirs, I think. No, there's two. Oy. Oy, 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 oy. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to figure out what we can do as we go. As for engage, the Gymnasia has finished. We're not gonna bother upgrading that right now. They're attacking Numantia. That is so rude. I fought these guys and kept them from taking your settlement, and you're going to be the ones to try and actually take the... That ticks me off a little bit. Okay, Well, since this is happening, what we should do is move this army to Heporigius and go ahead and keep recruiting this army as well. Now, what do we want to recruit in this army? A couple units of cavalry would be... Oh, yeah, we can't recruit in this army with that one recruiting. Dang, okay. We'll probably actually just go for the mercenary force and try and take it that way. Because I don't think that they're going to move their army up here to defend it. Okay, so in that case, we do have some money to throw around on buildings. Let's go ahead and upgrade this to a large vineyard. And is there anything else we can really do with the income we have left? Nope, not at all. Okay, well, let's just end the turn then. Thank God they're going east. The east is defendable. The west, not so much. Our hidden agent is exposed. Okay. You want me to raise an army at Isle? Which one's Isle? Which... I already have an army there. Shut up. A harbor in Saguntum was finished. Good things all around. Let's move up to Valentia. We're gonna get something out of this. I've got to. This little campaign can't be for nothing. Okay, research. The question is, do I go ahead and try and get the hoplite barracks, or do I just focus on civil technology for now? I think I should focus on civil technology. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the war chest, which will give us some extra tax rate income and decrease mercenary income, upkeep again. And we'll move on to Valentia. Now then, over here, these two armies are needing to attack Setifi, whatever it's called. And we'll need to go ahead and recruit some more troops here. Actually, let's... we'll do 1 unit of skirmishers, 1 unit of hoplites, and 1 unit of cavalry. Engage. Let's go ahead and upgrade this to a Pelistray. It's not going to give us a whole lot more income, but we have to kind of counteract the recruitment we're having to do. And let's end the turn again. Now then, ideally what happens is that that army's not able to take the Aravachi settlement, but they're able to weaken them enough that we can take it. I'm not joining your war.
My offer
Mari
is
wants
shaped
military
intricately
access.
and with great care.
Sure.
Do not dismiss
There's not
my
really anything
words
else I want from you,
lightly.
so... sure. Mercenary availability. Hey, is that what happened? Looks like it could be. Okay, well, let's find out. The only way I know how.
Settlement!
Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, that's what happened. The siege weakened their troops, so we can actually just march in with an auto-resolve here. Just like that. Let's go ahead and occupy it.
At your command.
The faction is destroyed. And let's convert all of this to a Holicidaros barracks. Destroy that, and then we'll convert the settlement into the main settlement that we need. And we now have Numantia. Once the cattle farm is destroyed, we will convert it into a temple to do cultural conversions. So that leaves the Vecchii as our threat. So that's where we'll be headed next. Keep moving this army south into Setifi. And we'll pop in some mercenaries next turn. We'll have plenty to choose from because we are Carthage and we get a lot of mercenary options.
Ready for orders.
Okay, well, we've actually scared them back. That doesn't mean we can actually attack right now. But what it does mean is that we kind of have at least forced a stalemate unless they decide to go west. Because of that, I'm going to recruit one more unit of skirmishers and then just start getting some Libyan hoplites, because I need to watch my economy more than I do worry about quality of troops right now. In Tingis and Gades, there's nothing I can do still, so let's just, I suppose, end the turn. Yeah, Sissus is starting to get happier. All things are turning out okay. So end the turn. The People's Army has a thing it can do. I'm going ahead and checking to make sure that if night battles are in this for some reason. No, let's just do stalwart defenders and end the turn. Okay, so they're going to send an army out to attack us, which is definitely going to be interesting. Go ahead and put a consecrated ground here. Get some cultural influence and all of that. So we are not really replenished well enough to fight them in the open field, but I don't think we're going to have to just yet.
At your command.
Actually, as a matter of fact, because I said that, I'm going to do something here. So let's go ahead and merge all of our units, and then we're going to get some mercenary noble horse, because the biggest brunt of the casualties has been on our cav. So we'll hire them, and that should help out with that. And over here, we'll also recruit a couple of mercenaries. That's going to be all of them. And we'll take Satifi.
Besieging settlement. None will escape.
We'll go ahead and auto-resolve this. It's not looking like that'll be that interesting of a battle. The Massalians are down. Let's go ahead and occupy it.
Ready for battle.
As Drubal now has a victory under his belt. And we'll go ahead and convert this to Carthaginian building types and stuff. Okay, they're going to try and bring in this army to do stuff. We can delete these units though now, because they're not going to be able to take it back with 4 units whenever we just took it, and we still have 8.
Serve the mighty Carthage.
Especially with pikemen. I'm actually hoping they attack me, because I would love to fight with pikes. Okay, so I guess we end the turn again. Okay. So they're gonna
do not have
after
the
peace, and they're gonna
civilized
become a client
grazing.
state. I'm gonna take that. We got more Imperium. Let's refuse and get that. But we've got higher Imperium, meaning we can get more armies and all of that good stuff, so that's great. Got a successful mission. Protection is expiring. Okay, so we've got a new objective too. So, politics. Has this changed our political stuff any? Doesn't look like it. Okay, great. So, we now have Palantia as our client state, and we now have Numantia as our province. So this is going well. We'll let this go ahead and finish building before we make any more moves. As for in the south here, I think that the move to make is to block off this army with this one, force him to go around this side, and then let this army just go ahead and attack, because Hippo Regius can take care of itself. As for over here, let's go ahead and get a open air market. But I really do think that's going to be the tactic here. they can't get to Satifi next turn anyways, so yeah. And we're gonna just kind of try and use this army to sweep up these two and move this army south into Siga. And then the Gades and the Tingis, or the Gades and Tingis, both are doing pretty decent. It's really hard to know what to upgrade at this kind of point in the game, when nothing is quite researched high enough. Let's go ahead and get this jeweler up to an enameler, and that will help us out with some more income. But for now, let's keep this spy moving south, or north, and see if we can cross the Alps.
I must pause to practice.
So, this should open up trade between us and the Carpetani.
Sit, friend, and let us talk.
Yes, it does.
And let us have good wine until we can talk no more.
That works great.
Words can be all that.
So we now
God
get
bless
to
you
trade with them,
wisdom,
get a little bit of
and my
income
people
from
will
that.
greet your acceptance with arms outstretched.
And let's end the turn. Edict! I've got an edict? Oh, heck yeah. Where? I don't have a place I could do an edict. I've been lied to. Because we have to have... Like, we just can't do it because we don't have all of the cities in any province other than Hispania Ulterior, and we've already got our edict there. Yeah, I don't get what that's about. Let's just end the turn. The Romans made a move up north. Did I see that right? I did indeed. That's going to be funny. Our first encounter with the Romans is not going to be in Italy. Looks like it's going to be in Spain. Well, why keep them waiting? We have a event, maybe? Or subjects that require your attention. Here we go. There are rumors abound that in the shadows of the forgotten places of your political rivals are meeting. Meet with them. Okay. So Numantia is now has a garrison. We should be able to leave it pretty safe. So let's go ahead and work our way back into Saguntum. I'm guessing I do not have military access through your lands.
I welcome you, worthy speaker.
Well, in that case, we'll just go the long way around. I don't want to try and initiate another conflict here. Numantia is going to start being angry with me because of that. But I'm going to get in a shrine of Astarte, and hopefully that will help out with those problems. As for this Roman army, they just keep on trying to find a place to attack, and I really don't like them for that. The Massilians decided, I think I kind of messed up their AI by doing this, so I'm just going to go ahead and attack them. It's an ambush, auto-resolve. Release captives.
Your next command.
Oh, there's an ambush. I thought they couldn't retreat. Oh well.
Destroy them.
Auto-resolve. Just like that. That army's down. Release captives.
For more orders.
The Hasdrubal now has some stuff and things. Let's go ahead and give him Tactician. Keep moving this way. And we'll also have this. Hold on, how many units are in this army? 4? Yeah, we'll have this army also head south and attack Siga. Okay. This. So now once you get down here, let's go ahead and force march you. Force march you. And we'll, I'm gonna have to go through your lands anyways. I'm so stupid. Well, fine, whatever. Move you up to Sissus. Or I could do it this way. Yeah, we'll do it this way. I don't want to cause an international incident more than I've already done. Okay, so Carthage is doing pretty good. Anything else I can build? Not really. Punic influence is doing well. It's kind of aggravating. Suppose one thing I could do is upgrade this and get an extra 75 income per turn. I guess that's what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and end this turn. I don't have a completely controlled province. The Romans are going to use their agent against Hasdrubal. The Massalians are moving back. Libya wants a trade agreement. Heck yeah. Failed bribery attempt, a plague in the People's Army. That is unfortunate for me. Dang, okay. Let's, in that case, I'm just screw diplomatic penalties and all that. I've just got to get through. Yeah, no, I'm trespassing. What's new? Okay, let's go ahead and move you up to Isle. They're not going to be able to take anything here, so we're good to keep on moving south to Siga. Yeah. So, what to do? We got one more turn on this research, which will give us some extra income, and then we can go ahead and switch over to armed escorts, which will give us the ability to build a wine shop, a Makrasotoa, an inn, and a fish market. So that is the next step. As for now, can I recruit? Yeah, I can. Okay, so let's go ahead and recruit some Libyan hoplites and a unit of Sacred Band in there. We're gonna try and get a navy that can compete with the Roman navy, because we do not want them to do anything against our generals or while we're trying to go through the oceans. And I guess for now, we just end the turn. Yeah, I don't have an entirely controlled province. Okay, Libya, okay, war chest. So that should give us a little bit more income. Carpetani can no longer do trade with us because the Celtibrian Confederation has taken their place. Now then, is that the same people, just a different name? Or no, that is not. Celtibrian Confederation.
My time is better spent feasting and hunting.
Well, we'll deal with that problem at a later date. Go ahead and head up to Sissus, whatever it is. I have a spy here that I've not been using this entire
Setting
time. I'm
forth
so dumb.
in the name of Carthage.
Okay, they have left Talassa entirely undefended. But I will be able to take Talassa and then Nemesis. Interesting. Okay, well, what I need to do is go ahead and... I know what I said I was going to research. I'm actually going to research Iberian supremacy because I need to get better relations with these different Spanish factions. A couple more turns and we'll be in, or one more turn and we'll be in Kisses, and a couple more turns and we'll be rid of that disease. And then we're about to attack Siga. We have Isle defended. Now then, what I'm gonna do is I think we're in a good position to go ahead and make some moves against their floating armies. Try and kind of catch them unawares. Let's go ahead and end the turn. I don't have it. Military access? Absolutely not. I'm not paying you money so you can walk through my lands. Okay. I'm just gonna auto-resolve this. Mainly because I'm confused, and typically whenever this happens, if I fight it, I end up doing worse. So we win. Let's release the captives. That gives us a slight edge, I guess, whenever we attack Siga. That's weird. We're not joining in your war. Okay, so we have now finally escaped that plague. Is Emporion about to take Talassa? No, they're friendly. Okay. That's interesting. Just hanging out there. Let's go ahead and continue taxation of this province since we're garrisoned here. That actually provides a significant income boost right now. Because of that, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this so we get some better happiness. And then we'll let these units replenish. So, in Siga. Let's go ahead and attack this army and see if we can get this right. Yeah. Auto-resolve. Release captives. Let's hire on some mercenaries. And we should just be able to do this. And that's going to have the Massalians taken care of. Now the good thing about that is that we now have a direct shot from Carthage proper to Spain, land route, which is great, honestly. So let's go ahead and start the rebuilding process. Convert that, and then construct, and let's go ahead and convert this as well to a, let's do a grain pit. Why not? And they're gonna make some last minute desperate moves against us, which is just how the AI works.
We fight for you, my lord.
Okay, so let's end the turn yet again and see what happens. I'm really confused by the Roman presence up here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and send my agent up further north. See if I'm gonna see if they've tried to make any efforts to go up here. It looks like they have, which could be interesting. But let's go ahead and I don't wait. I do. Do I? Do I? I don't. What is going on with that? It's saying I should have a full province to do an edict in, but I don't. And I'm confused by the implications. Let's end the turn. Oh yeah, I do have this though, the army that needs skills, that sort of thing. Go ahead and do contractor and tactician. Tingus is losing public order. Oh, because it's part of this province. Gotcha. Yep, it's in the turn. I should send that agent to the east. So there is a Roman army there in Thalassa. Good to know. Massilians are going to try and, like I said, make some desperate last-minute moves. These can just be auto-resolve through, though. Oh, we lost our cavalry by doing that. Oh well. Release captives, get the income. No, I'm not joining your war. The Celt-Iberian Confederation. Trying to move around some. Okay, inspired populace, fleet destroyed, garrison fleet. Okay, there was just, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So, the question I have for myself is, do I go ahead and move this army north
At your command.
and risk going up there with less than full strength, or do I just wait? I think I'm gonna wait. I think I'm just gonna set them on that border and just wait. So the open air market has finally finished building. Moving out of there hasn't harmed public order too badly. Siga is repairing itself. Not really any. There's not really any Roman fleets I can attack.
Treading softly.
Okay, so there's the Roman army. That's a 12-unit army. I should be able to take that out whenever we meet, if we meet. Let's go ahead and keep having you go through here and scout out these provinces. Nemesis, and then this will be Massalia. Now that I'm assuming these... Oh, this is also Massalia. I'm assuming these would be Roman then, right? Maybe? Really don't know. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Okay. So, Hannibal is just going to sit here for at least one more turn. He may sit here through winter, I don't know. So, given all of that, I should continue trying to build up my economy if at all possible. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the construction level on the trading ports. More income. Get more income from them, and see if there's anyone who's willing to trade with me now that I'm a bit of a bigger force. So non-aggression pact,
and speak.
trade agreement,
We surely have much to
offer
discuss,
payment,
and perhaps much to agree.
and military access. Okay, well then we'll just do trade agreement and non-aggression pact. Sweet.
The gods of Olympus rejoice when men show such good sense. We have an accord here.
That will help out tremendously. Just having the peace of mind that they won't attack us. I'm just gonna keep on doing stuff like that with these different provinces or these different nations that aren't too happy with us, and see if I can't convince them to just stay neutral. I don't have an entirely controlled province. Stop gaslighting me. Military access. I will give you military access. I was just not going to pay for you to have military access whenever you have to walk through my lands and all that. It's just no. Iberian supremacy has finished researching. Finally. Okay, so interesting. So you can keep doing stuff to improve those diplomatic relations. Well, let's see if that has helped us any. With the Celt-Iberian Confederation, Are you not? You are Iberian. Why?
Greetings. Speak
Okay, so
plainly and
non-aggression
without
pact,
idle purpose,
trade
and all will
agreement,
be well.
payment.
A sure thrust strikes home after all.
I'm actually going to offer them a pretty significant sum of money. I may offer them everything. Okay. Well, I was
am
worth a shot. As for the Vascones,
Come, let me hear your talk. I warn you, I have no stomach for the meek or nice.
are you really not even going to consider that? Wow. Okay. In that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the long game. I'm going to offer each of these
I
places
welcome you, worthy
a small
I
gift
listen because your people are known to have honor.
to start improving
This is
public
fair to my
relations with them.
people.
Same thing with you.
Speak quickly and well. Speak ill or slowly, and I may feed your tongue to them.
And
The
just
gods will
inch
frown
our way
that I have
closer to
accepted such
good relations with them
paltry
that way.
terms.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I need to be a little bit cautious here. I don't need to overdo it. Let's just keep scouting out and kind of get an idea of the lay of the land. Same thing with this agent. Scout up north. As for our research, we can finally begin to research that thing which we've been talking about for a while with the armed escort. Let's go ahead and send you up to Ibasim. See if we can't kind of scare the Romans out of this territory as well. Okay, so how is Siga coming along? Siga's doing fine. Let's go ahead and put in a harbor. That'll increase the income from this town as well. You want to make every town be as profitable as possible. I mean, I know that sounds obvious, but it's really easy to do, like, for instance, Carthage is super profitable. It's really easy to do cities or just one or two towns and make them the source of your income, but it's dangerous to do that because if that city gets taken, you're suddenly hurting for money really bad. And so I'm trying to kind of diversify throughout all of these different provinces to help out with all of that. So let's end the turn. I don't have it. Rome is continuing to move around. They are going to be a problem once I get into the where Spain and Italy meet. No, I'm not joining your war. Okay, So next turn, we should have a population surplus here, which is great, because we've been needing that.
Ready for battle.
Let's go ahead and move you one more turn. We can wait another turn. I'm just getting impatient, which will be the death of me. Okay, in that case, let's go ahead and let's get some wealth generated by commerce in this town with the Shrine of Melkart, because we're already getting some. We'll already be getting 180 per turn from 180 wealth per turn from commerce, and then this will increase it by 5%, which isn't a whole lot, but we can always upgrade it, and we also get an extra 5% of industry, which is our capital, or not our capital, our main building. Speaking of which, can I upgrade it? And is it worth it? I can upgrade it. I don't know that it's worth it. Instead of that, we'll upgrade the winemaker. And then we'll end the turn. Do they raise it? No, they can't raise it. That's... Rome 2 doesn't have raising like that.
My path is blocked.
Oh! Okay, there's a Roman army right there. Hidden agent exposed, yep. Okay, well, since the Roman army's right there, I'm gonna go ahead and start making my move. Last chance for the Emporion to give me
Greetings.
military access.
We are civilized folk, so you may speak as you wish, and we will give you an honest answer.
Sweet.
Your words bring satisfaction.
And that means we can just walk on through.
Al-Hamun be brave. On the move, my lord.
And I'm going to go ahead and see how the Celt-Iberian Confederation's doing.
Greetings,
Willing
friend.
to make any agreements
we
with
will
us.
speak together of whatever you wish, but bring words that can warm our hearts.
Sweet. Now we've got a better relationship with them.
Our people. Let this be a sign of more good to come.
We're now on the positives with them. This is going great. We got trade. It's costing us some income in the short term, but in the long term, I think it's going to be huge. The Roman army has spotted us by now, but I mean, we're just going to have to deal with that. Let's go ahead and go. Okay, so no, they haven't destroyed it. It just looked weird. Okay, well, anyways, move south. Kind of keep an eye on Roman armies in our immediate entry. You keep on moving north to Ibasum. These provinces are doing quite well. And there's not really anything I can upgrade with only 1,000 coin. Well, say that. Tingis now has a population surplus. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And let's see here. I am going to put in an industry in Tingis. I don't think we have to worry about the garrison too much, because I don't think anything's going to come attack us. And so I feel like a muster field here would just be a waste of a building slot. I really do. Especially considering that doesn't even provide a single coin of income, whereas whenever I was playing as the Senones, our military recruitment stuff would also give us a income bonus. So instead I'm just going to see what else I can build that would actually give us some money. Adegma will give us wealth from local commerce. Or I can do an industry. Either way, I'll be taking money in exchange for public order. How's public order here? It is fine. Which one provides more money overall? I think it would be the industry, because even though the Deichma, or whatever it's called, also gives some wealth from agriculture, we only have one agricultural building in this entire province, so we're just going to go with the industry. And we'll end the turn. Yep. So Rome should be making moves westward. Yep, that's what they're doing. They saw me and are coming to try and put a stop to me really early. Who got wounded? Really? Really, dude? Really? Okay.
I live to serve the mighty Carthage.
So the way I should go about this,
Reporting,
if
my
I'm not
lord.
being stupid, I should go ahead and recruit some more
Assembling the fleet.
troops there. And I should keep having this fleet move north to Ibasum, and then I may switch those fleets, because there's a very good shot that the Roman armies decide to go down south and try and take Sissus instead of just holding up here. Because I want to make sure that I'm not surrounded, I'm going to go ahead and attack Thalassa, despite the threat that they could just bypass me. The harbor in Siga has finished, which gets that up to 400 gold per turn, which is great. And then in 2 more turns, we'll be able to upgrade. I think we'll be able to upgrade that. Hold on. Can we upgrade the Palistray? We cannot. That's unfortunate. But we can upgrade the wine shop in Tingus. That'll give it a little bit more income. How can I upgrade the Palistray? With city planning. Well, that will be next. Okay. They haven't made any moves into Africa. I think what I should do for now is I should start recruiting here. Actually, scratch that. I'm going to recruit another army here. Which dynasty am I? The Hanoi dynasty? I'm none of those. But the Hanoi dynasty is the most friendly, and that will also keep them from gaining influence. So we'll go ahead and put in the Hanoi dynasty guy here. Let's do a general's bodyguard. Throw him some units to defend this province if they do decide to come south. And let's end the turn.
I will.
No, I'm not paying you for you to march through my lands. Agent has recovered. Where he
How
at?
can I serve?
Okay, he is in Sissus. Let's keep moving you back. Okay, Talassa is only 1 turn away.
My path is blocked.
The trading port in Gades has finished. 2 turns away from, or 1 turn away from the from completing that research. Let's keep recruiting here. Throw in some Libyan javelins and a Carthaginian cavalry unit. And let's have you finish your trip to Abasim and replenish your army.
Ready for
There you go.
orders.
Now then, all of you can actually upgrade to have better stats, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay. So, Hispania Ulterior has finished with the population surplus, so let's go ahead and take advantage of that. Gathering place. Hold on, what is... Punic culture still on the rise here. So, I'm going to go ahead and go the Stadia route with this one as well. Get a gathering place going and just work that tree up. We'll also go ahead and get a fishmonger because we do need more food. Let's end the turn. Yeah. Okay, so Rome is actually going to try and circle around us and do exactly what I said they were going to do. Which makes me very glad that I went ahead and put that army there. Armed escorts, and then a great fire and isle, meaning I'm going to have to destroy, or not destroy, repair a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's aggravating. Okay, well, we can finally go ahead and build the winemaker, or whatever it is. No, we can't because I lost money. Fine. But what we can do is keep recruiting here. Put 2 cavalry units, and then another hoplite. Throw Hannibal against Talassa. We can take it immediately. That is beautiful. Convert everything. So, oh, I can't do that yet. I need battering ram. Oh, okay. What is for the other one? Yep, battering ram it is. We will just destroy everything here, except for the farm. And are you recruiting here? Yes, you are. Okay. So, I think we're actually going to be in a pretty good spot to take on any Roman invasion into Sissus. So I feel comfortable right now. Numantia is doing great, actually, which is amazing to me. So, what else can I do? Not really anything. Let's just end the turn and see if they try and attack Tolosa, which would be, I think, the smart move here. Because you would be able to kill Hannibal's army,
These
which is the biggest force I have. Instead, they're just going to sit there. Let's get trade. Tolosa has finished, which means that we now have a garrison in this place. Not a good garrison, but a garrison. Because it's not a good garrison, I'm going to go ahead and throw in a muster field. Okay, the Vascons got destroyed. Which one are you? Is that the one I just made peace with? Okay. No, that was the kind of barbarian. Oh, I'm doing great. This is working out perfectly. Let's see if I can get some trade with the Tertatani.
I listen because your people are known to have honor.
Sweet.
Your offer is fair and...
Okay. The Cantabria.
Greetings, friend. We will speak
Trade
together
agreement,
whatever you
non-aggression
wish,
pact,
but bring words that can warm
military
our
access, demand payments. Wow, this is okay. Well, we can still do the
hearts. I
non-aggression
do not
pact.
think our people
Trade
want
agreement,
your trinkets. They like
military
honest,
access.
manly stuff for the most. All
And
praise
that
to the
will,
gods.
give
They
us
have led us
the
to wise
entire
speech
border
and heartfelt friendship.
around our
agree.
provinces here with friendly troops, or not friendly troops, friendly nations, which is amazing.
I welcome you, worthy speaker.
Can we do a defensive alliance?
I listen because...
Okay. Well, that's huge. Let's go ahead. Okay. So the Romans have decided to kind of camp out here and see what I do. I think what I should do is some more scouting. So we'll keep our scout here, kind of keep an eye on things, and move the spy up to Nemesis. There's no one there. With that being the case, I think the move here is to go ahead and attack these armies. Force them to make a move. And if they decide to retreat, I can go ahead and go up north and kick them out of Gaul. And if they decide to fight me, I can just wipe them out. If they go south, same thing. They're not in a good position to really be aggressive. If I were them, I would retreat and go up to Nemesis and try and hold there. But they don't even have a garrison there because I don't know why. They just haven't converted it. Okay. Anyone else I can make treaties with? The Lusitani. You're actually a pretty decent threat. You're one of the bigger factions. So let's do a non-aggression trade agreement, and then I'm going to pay you quite a bit of money for this. We'll do 4,000. I want this to work. There we go. Now we're sitting at 5,800 income per
They
turn,
will feast in celebration.
which is huge. That's a lot of money. We'll go ahead and put the wine shop in, and then we'll end the turn. Yeah. They're gonna send their agent against us, rather. Be interesting to see what else they do. Okay, yeah, they're retreating to the Mouses. Not a bad choice by them. Not at all. I respect what they were trying to do. They were trying to apply pressure on us to make us back off, and I think that what I did was the right choice there. Let's move back to Tolosa, and then we'll move up to Bertigalia in just a minute. Troubled populace, and okay. So let's keep our agents with them. Actually, can I do anything against their agent real quick? 50% chance of a positive outcome. I'll take that any day of the week. That failed. Okay. What about you? There's that army. Can we do anything against this agent? 40% chance and 50% chance. We'll do 50-50. No way I lose 2 50s in a row, right? There we go.
I have carried out your
And he increased a rate. Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
many faces.
Well, I think that is going to do it for this time around. We've actually conquered a Roman province without a fight, which is really interesting. I'm so confused by what they're doing here with not converting these. But we are slowly making our way northwards. And, I mean, we're just chugging along. We've managed to kind of unify Spain against around our cause. No, all that's left is going up to Burdigalia, and then we'll have the entire western side secured so we can move east into Rome. I have a feeling this is going to be a lot like the Athens campaign in the amount of time it took, because this is going by way faster than the Senones campaign. But make sure you like, subscribe, do all the things the cool kids do, and I will see y'all later. Bye.